Hello everyone. Hello and welcome to another episode of the ShadowCast. I am the Black Shadow, obviously. And yes, I am aware that I know I put up a video of the ShadowCast about a week ago. I'm aware of that, perfectly aware, but I'm putting this one up now to sort of things I need to sort of mention now, and as well as a couple of things I was going to mention a month, sort of a week or two, anyways. Let's figure, why not just do it as one video? You know, rather than loads of little bits, just put them up now. It doesn't hurt. The reason this podcast directly is going up is because there won't be an Outbreak video going up tonight after some of the words don't describe what on earth happened at the end of the Wild Things last night. Words do not describe it. I'm still looking for some words for it, really, other than just shocking. Is that, well, a little apology, folks, in that I've been noticing on YouTube, I was looking back through a video or two, and I noticed there's been some graphical issues occurring with the videos. I don't know if other people have been seeing them. I assume people have, but no one's mentioned it. But there have been some graphical issues occurring with the videos, like with the camera sort of like panning backwards. How there's been like green stuff like appearing at the bottom of the screen. When there's been gunshots, there's been some graphical issues. I do apologise that people have been seeing that as well. But the thing is that the reason I didn't know is because of the fact that I didn't actually know what was going on. Because I thought when I thought, oh, the video's not been processing properly, and I looked back through the local files I've got on my PC. But the thing is, they play completely fine. So, somewhere in the uploading process, things have been going a little bit wrong. I don't know if this is a case of YouTube playing up a little bit, or maybe the file format I'm using, it doesn't like. But I mean, the file format's exactly the same as what I've been using in Max Payne, and that was fine. So, don't really know what's going on there. And what I've decided to do is I'm just going to say, I'm basically not going to upload the video tonight, so I can try and figure out what on earth is causing this problem, and then fix it, and then by tomorrow we will be uploading as per normal. I know I keep saying as per normal, we haven't been at per normal for a little while. It's been a bit stop-in-starty, but it's just irritating looking at this, and if other people are seeing this issue going on, then I'm not happy to just upload it and ignore it, because it's not great. It's not, it doesn't look particularly professional for that matter. Like I say, I do apologise for that. I don't know what's causing it though, so I have to have a look. I think an internet search or two may be useful here as well, but I don't really know what's going on. But if other people have been seeing them, please do let me know, because if not, then maybe it's just something to do with me, and maybe the fact I'm not using an old PC. I don't know. I mean, I was looking to turn up the brightness of the videos anyways, just a touch. I've been looking at them and thinking, they've looked a little bit on the dark side. The dark side. So I was going to turn up the brightness just a little bit. Maybe that's just causing some issues. I don't know. So that's that. Now, one of the things I've been planning to mention soon was the fact that, obviously, it's mid-August now. And for those of you that have been around the channel will know that last year, in October, the channel sort of celebrated its first anniversary, and I made a special video about it, and it was a lot of fun to make, and we look back at, some great moments that the channel has seen so far, and obviously the fact with what happened at the end of Wild Things, and I sort of mentioned that'll be sort of like in a highlight reel, and I suddenly thought, well, it is gonna be, because October's not too far away, and what I was sort of, and one of the main things I did of last year's in the first anniversary video, one of the main things I sort of looked at was a lot of the bigger moments that happened in the channel. From we had it was about half an hour or so devoted to it, I think, in the end. Some of the great bigger moments. I mean, you had what did you have? You had beating Ifrit and Final Fantasy 8 like less than a second ago. I mean, we had completing Hunk scenario in the fashion that it did happen in Resident Evil 2. I mean, we had Final Fantasy 6 Kefka poisoning Doma Castle, and all sorts of bits and pieces that came up over the past year. And it was a lot of fun. It was well received, and personally, I think it was nice to be able to look back at some of the footage, and some of the great moments that happened. Only thing that I'd noticed though was that going through a year's worth of footage was quite a lot for one person. I did ask King Schreikel for a couple of his suggestions, and hence like there was some Super Mario Brothers stuff came in, and some of the stuff that we'd gotten up to during that. Basically, what I was sort of wanting to ask of you folks, because of the fact that a year's worth of footage is a long time to go through, and a lot of footage to go through, and there's no way I'm going to be able to remember everything that happened, is that I want to ask you folks for a little bit of help, really, because in the end of the day, I mean, I make these videos, obviously, I look back at them, make sure they're working okay, usually. However, at the end of the day, it's you people that watch them. You know, you're the people that, you know, are willing to give up your precious time, you know, to watch videos, which I'm very grateful for. And as well for hitting 250 subscribers as well, just a couple of days ago, which I really pleased to hear that. You know, it's fantastic. Really happy with that. Still looking to hit 350 by the end of the year. We'll have to see how we do it for that. What I was hoping to ask you folks was if there's been any moments that have particularly stuck out for you. I mean, whether that's because of you know, whether it's moments that you thought were just hilarious, or there was just something unbelievably amazing happened, or was it a fantastic achievement, or a dramatic fail, or whatever reason it happens to you folks. You know, it doesn't matter why, in a way, so much. If there's been any moments that have really stuck out to you in the past year, and I'm talking since having started Final Fantasy VIII, we've gone through GTA 3, what an LP that was, obviously Max Payne, the Outbreak series, I think Worm's Party as well was going up through that time as well, is that if there's any moments that have, you really remember fondly, and anything like that, please do let me know what they are, folks, because it would help me out a great deal. It would really help me, so that I don't have to spend hours and hours and hours looking back through old footage, trying to find some things that I thought, oh yeah, that was actually pretty good, because I can't remember it all. I'm only one man, and many brains make light work of, I don't know, I'm trying to make up some kind of cool sounding proverb there. It didn't really work out well. I tried, folks. I tried. And if there's in any moments in particular that were really good, please let me know. So that will help me to put together the sort of the best moments sort of part for the anniversary video when we get to it. Then it would really help me out, folks. And it'd be nice to hear what people have thought as well. And what parts of a lot of people thought were really good. And as far as that respect's concerned, it may help me for the future. If I know what people are really enjoying, then it may help me to sort of refocus and sort of refine the ideas and the way I LP and all that, to try and make it a lot better. So it has that aspect to it as well. So if people would like to mention, either on the comments, personal messages, however you so decide, by carrier pigeon, SOS, ESP, please let me know. Would be really fantastic, folks. I'd really appreciate it. Now there's one other thing, and I hadn't been planning to mention this for a little while. I've been alluding to it for a little bit, just a little bit, folks. I've dropped hints here and there. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Now, I've obviously been mentioning about there's something I've been wanting to do for the game when we beat it on very hard. I know we've only just done one chapter, and that was barely after the God knows how many attempts. I've lost count. Basically, oh gosh, I nearly tripped over my own cable there. There's been something I've been planning to do for it. Now, Outbreak File 2 has, obviously it's got its four difficulties: easy, normal, hard, and very hard. However, when we complete File 2 on very hard, that is not going to be the end of things. For, the fact that you guys are as lucky in the respect that I'm willing to put myself through ridiculously difficult situations. I mean, already, obviously, end of the road scenario, I'm going to be doing, obviously, solo anyways, because it was a lot of fun to do that in File 1, and it should be a hell of a challenge, come File 2, to do that solo, obviously on very hard. Is when we've done that, File 2, actually, and not a lot of people know about this, File 2 actually has a hidden extra difficulty. It works more like a modifier, if you will. Or I don't know if it's a modifier or an actual plain difficulty mode. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to obviously play through it, show it off, and try and beat it when I get through very hard. Now, the mode in question is called Nightmare Mode. And what Nightmare Mode does is, I assume it looks like a modifier, a bit like for those who've played like Left 4 Dead 2, sort of like how realism works as a modifier to the standard difficulty and that sort of thing. What Nightmare Mode does is basically whatever difficulty you're playing on, I assume, is that it affects a lot of things. Firstly, any enemy attack that you receive will do double damage. And I'm talking anything. Whether that be a zombie claw, a dog bite, a tyrant punch, whatever you want to call it, it will do double damage. Weapons don't do as... well, weapons I assume don't do as huge amount of damage. Ammunition, health items are a lot scarcer. In fact, even health items only restore 3/4 of the health they normally would do. From herbs, first aid sprays, recovery medicine pills, whatever else. What I'm looking to do when we beat Outbreak File 2 on very hard is I want to take on Nightmare Mode because I've never ever had the opportunity to take it on. However, I'm not quite sure where to do it. We've got a whole host of scenarios in front of us, folks, and what I want to ask you guys is that I'm going to let you have a hand in my own destiny here. I am going to be sadistic enough to attempt solo, assuming it works how I assume it does, solo Nightmare, and if it works as a difficulty modifier, it will be solo Nightmare on very hard mode. It is one of the most stupid ideas I've probably ever come up with in my entire life. However, I'm willing to take it on. I don't know on what level though. And what I'm asking you guys to do is suggest a level. I'll have a look at what people say. I'll sort of probably pick like a, go from what we've been seeing the most popular answers. We're going to end the music there because this video is nearly over. And what I'm going to do is I want you guys to suggest to me a level. It doesn't matter if it's Wild Things, if it's Desperate Times, if it's an elimination chapter, if it's a showdown chapter. Any level that you guys so see fit. I want you guys to let me know what level to do, and I will, and I absolutely promise you, I will attempt it. And I use the word attempt. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do it or not. But I will attempt a solo Nightmare very hard run on that level. And I leave what level in your capable hands, because I can't decide. And in a sort of way, it doesn't really worry me what level I do it on. I mean, obviously, we've still got half the LP to do. We've still got all the other levels bar Wild Things to do on very hard. So some people might want to wait until they see all the levels on very hard and then give an idea. And I'll give a reminder out as well when/if we beat End of the Road on very hard. And I want to hear what people have got to say. It is possibly one of the hardest things that I have ever considered attempting in my gaming life. I have played many, many games in many, many ways. This is probably one of the most sadistic and just foolhardy ideas I have ever come up with, but I really, really want to do it. And I leave where and when I do it completely up to you guys, because you will know best. And on that bombshell, it is time to end. So I will thank you for listening for the past quarter hour. Wow, quarter hour. I had plenty to get through. So I'm going to leave that there. So thank you all very, very, very much for listening. Looking forward to hear what some people have got to say. Really looking forward to it. And I will see you tomorrow in the Raccoons, back in Raccoon City for Underbelly, assuming I fix this problem, whatever the hell it is. I should do. I don't see why not. And I'll see you there tomorrow night. But for now, I will be eagerly awaiting to hear what people have got to say. So thank you all very, very much for listening. And I will see you next time. So take care of yourselves.